let's talk about the first topic of the day. And the first topic of the day, let's just talk about Uber and Lyft right from the get-go. Let's get that out of the way. Because here's the thing. We've been having conversations on my channel quite a bit about, Uber and Lyft and drivers and their employment rights. Now, as time goes on, more and more and more of my viewers want to remain independent contractors. They are very, very vocal about that. They don't want to be an employee. They want to be an independent contractor. My argument has been, for most of the time, that you are independent contractor in name only. It's not like you're actually doing anything that's independent except getting on and off whenever you want. I mean, do you get access to your passengers' information so that you can build a relationship with them outside of the Uber app? Do you control the rates? Do you control the bonuses? If you don't want to wear a mask while you are driving for Uber and Lyft, can you say, it's my own personal business, I'm not going to wear a mask and not get deactivated? No. You're an employee, except Uber and Lyft don't want to treat you like that. Well, they want to treat you like employees. They don't want to treat you like an independent contractor. If you were a true independent contractor, you can be an independent contractor, and Uber and Lyft can let you be independent contractors, but they don't want you to be. And then came AB5, that basically was there to reclassify drivers as from independent contractors to employees, because that's what you are. That is what you're being treated as. Now, again, I need to clarify. Just because AB5 exists, Uber and Lyft can still let you be independent contractors. Heck, they can let you have a lot of the freedoms you have now and be employees if they want. They can do a lot of things, but they don't want to because they want to have control over you. But just because AB5 passed doesn't mean that they were going to follow it. In fact, they said that they were not following it because they believe that they did not fall under AB5, which begs the question, why did they spend so much money to fight it? Why did they spend so much money to fight it if it didn't affect them? Well, basically, what this boiled down to is California says, make your drivers employees. Uber and Lyft say, make us. And California is saying, okay, we will. Because they are seeking to force Uber and Lyft to reclassify drivers as employees within weeks. This is from Business Insider. So here's what the article says. California is planning to file court documents that could force Uber and Lyft to reclassify drivers as employees within weeks, according to a press release Wednesday from Attorney General Javier Becerra. Becerra's office plans to seek a preliminary injunction against Uber and Lyft, which, if a court agrees, would require them to grant drivers employment status while they await the outcome of a pending lawsuit over the issue, according to the San Francisco Chronicle. Quote, Becerra says, it's time for Uber and Lyft to own up to their responsibilities and the people who make them successful, their workers. Misclassifying your workers as consultants or independent contractors simply means you want your workers or taxpayers to foot the bill for obligations you have as an employer, whether it's paying a legal wage or overtime, providing sick leave, or providing unemployment insurance. In May, Becerra and city attorneys general from Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego sued Uber and Lyft, accusing the ride-hailing companies of miscategorizing their drivers as independent contractors under the state's gig work law, AB5. Earlier this month, the state regulator that oversees Uber and Lyft ruled that drivers are considered employees under the law. So here's the reality. And I know some of my viewers will disagree. You're employees. You're absolutely employees. I don't care. I don't want to discourage you from leaving comments, obviously. But if you leave a comment and you say, I don't want to be an employee, it doesn't matter. You are an employee. California views you as an employee under every measurable metric. You are an employee. You were an employee before AB5 was signed into law. You absolutely were. Stop being in denial. You're an employee. And California is going to make sure that that happens. Now, yeah, you can argue that you don't want to be employees. You can argue you want to stay independent. And hey, we can have that conversation, obviously. But you are an employee. California is making this a thing, and I want to stress again and again, Uber and Lyft could let you be independent. They have to give up some of their own things. However, like, they have to start letting you, set your own rates. They have to let you start interacting with your customers on a more personal basis. They have to let you run like you are your own business. But they can do it, and then you can be independent. They don't want to do that, though. Hence, you are an employee. In California, it looks like, is going to actually force the issue. Now, will the judge actually grant California's motion? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a judge. However, this is a warning to all of you out there in California. You are probably going to be classified as an employee. You will probably start laying people off as a result. I've been saying for years, it's time to get out of rideshare. I've been telling you for years. And during the pandemic, I especially thought it was time to get out of rideshare. Well, you don't want to be an employee, even though you technically have been an employee all this time. Guess what? You might want to start considering your exit strategy, because you're probably going to be an employee very, very soon. So anyway, that's where we're going to leave that story. But what do you think? Of course, I welcome your opinions. I welcome your thoughts. We do have an open an open conversation. So you know the drill. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly.